Hello everybody, welcome to the channel 1111 Butterfly Effect, where transformation happens, knowledge is power, and the divine is always at work. Thank you all for joining my divine spirit and I here at the table for something new. We've actually been trying to record this new segment for 3 days. Yes, this is now the third day we're going to record this message. And the third time's the charm, they say, right? So hopefully, yes. This is it. This is it. Make no mistake where you are. Right? And there's no mistake that our new segment we're going to be doing, this is our test pilot segment of our Angels and Ancestors Advice. Yes, this is something new my divine spirit and I have come up with to relay messages directly from your angels and ancestors. And we're calling it Angels and Ancestors Advice. I'm calling it Divine's AAA series. And I call it Divine's AAA series because not only are we using the Angels and Ancestors Advice, this deck's by Kyle Gray, we're also using the Angel Answers Oracle deck by Radleigh Valentine, and we're using the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. This is a Colette Baron-Reid deck. So that's why I'm calling it the Divine's AAA series, because it's not just the Angels and Ancestors Advice. It's the Angels, Ancestors, and Spirit Animals Advice. But in short, we're dedicating this to the Angels and Ancestors, and that includes our Spirit Animals, which we are going to pull one card first before we get to the main message, the main Angels and Ancestors Advice. Before we get to that, we're going to pull one card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck to get an overall focus and overall energy for this Angels and Ancestors message. Also, I wanted to mention that a couple of my sisters are in town, and I have 10 siblings, by the way. I had to think about this now for a second. I have 7 sisters and 3 brothers. Yes, there's 11 children in my family, extended, etc. But 2 of my older sisters are in town. One of them brought me this lovely gift. It's actually a shaman tool. It's a healing and meditation aid. Okay? Shamans use tools like this to aid them in their healing rituals. There we have some confirmation. In their healing rituals and in their meditation rituals, like this, for instance, to channel messages from Divine. Has a beautiful amethyst in there, amethyst geode. I don't know if you can see it real good with this camera. Also backed with the nice silver coating. It's very, very beautiful, very brilliant. Have a nice charm on it, signifying the Wild West, which is where my location is. The Wild, Wild West of Arizona, USA. It also has some hematite on it, which hematite is all about healing and balance and spiritual protection, etc. With a nice wooden bead and some leather, some feathers, which I'm sure are not real. It's art and craft put together. And it's just a lovely shaman tool that we are now going to use as a energy tool for receiving our angels and ancestors' advice. So let's put this to work and get to this message as soon as we pull our 1-card Spirit Animal Oracle advice. Get an overall focus and energy for this Angels and Ancestors reading. Thank you, my Divine Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Animal Oracle. Please join us at the table and offer us up a 1-card bit of advice. 1-card overall focus and overall energy for this Angels and Ancestors advice message. Thank you, my Divine Spirit. Thank you, the Animal Oracle. Spirit Animal Oracle. Please offer us up a 1-card pull for some overall focus and energy for this Angels and Ancestors advice message. This is for you and whoever you're thinking of out there, you watching, you Divine Feminines, you Divine Masculines, you Twin Flames, you Soulmates. Those of you traveling down your Divine Yellow Brick Road, this message is for you and the person you're thinking about. This is your angel and ancestors speaking to you. They've been speaking to me, and it's time for them to reach out to you. So my Divine Spirit said, what better way than to set this up, set this segment up. Thank you, my Divine Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Animal Oracle. 1 card, please, for this Angels and Ancestors advice. AAA series. Yes, Divine's AAA series. You know, right? That's it. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to cut the deck now. Let's see what advice the Spirit Animal Oracle has to tell us. Top card, please. Wow. Elephant Spirit. Learn from the past. Indeed, let's not repeat history, right? And that's a 25, which breaks down to a 7, which is, you know, all about personal and spiritual growth, right? Studying. Learn from the past. And if you notice on this third eye here, on this beautiful creature, this beautiful elephant, third eye is highlighted here with this turquoise jewel, right? And do we remember what turquoise means? Yes. It's a divine feminine symbol, and it represents calming, clarity, wisdom, right? Learn from the past. Turquoise, third eye, learning from the past, wisdom. Brilliant picture there. Learn from the past. 27. Excuse me, 25. Although we often wish we could leave the past behind, Elephant Spirit reminds us that memory matters. We must respect the wisdom of the elders who hand down to us traditions they have shaped to express our connection to each other and respect for the community. What has come before informs what we are experiencing today, And we must never forget our legacy of strength and dignity. Indeed, as some people say, when you rise up, don't forget where you came from. Don't forget where you come from, as they say. Elephant Spirit appears with the message that we are to acknowledge that which came before and learn from it. All of us are memory-based creatures, and we must revisit the past to understand where we are and where we are going. The stories of events you experienced, the stories in our collective memory, and the stories of relationships you've had can be told many ways. What story will you tell? Elephant Spirit is here to encourage you to make it one that stirs in you a sense of power and dignity. For you have honored yourself by choosing to learn from your past. Spirit rejoices at your willingness to learn and grow. Indeed, how you respond from an event is the outcome you will receive. Okay? You want to carry something that happened to you in your past around like a heavy cross that weighs you down as a burden, a painful reminder of what happened. That is what you will carry with you. And believe me, that causes you to grow old fast. That causes you to get sick. Carrying those kinds of burdens around with you, rather than to face them, accept them, and let them go. Right? Learn and grow. Exactly. So here's the scenario. Are you feeling uncomfortable with the tradition, custom, or familiar behavior that no longer fits you? Fits who you are? Fits what you do? Do you wish the past could be erased so it could no longer cause you a moment's pain? Elephant Spirit is here to encourage you, okay? To write a different story and alter the traditions in ways that acknowledge that we all evolve. For transformation is our nature. Elephant Spirit calls you to not be selective in your memory, because ignoring the good or the bad will prevent you from growing your wisdom and strength. Build on the best of the past, learn from the worst, and walk into the future with dignity, accompanied by Elephant Spirit, who remembers the truth and honors your strength and wisdom. I could give you a few examples of pretty much what they're talking about. And, here's a couple examples. And these are real simple examples, but they're personal nonetheless. Okay? A couple incidences that happened when I was in grade school and high school. And they were epic moments in my life. Okay? They were during personal and spiritual growth times in my life as well. And I could have taken those moments and really let it ruin my life and set me into a direction that would take me way off path from my divine journey today. Which would mean I'm way over here from my divine path, and I'd have to come all this way to get to divine path. So that means a tough struggle. But because I chose to, back then, look at the situation, accept it for what it was, and or not let it go with me throughout my life as a burden, as a cross to bear. Like these two devastating moments that happened to me, one in grade school and one in high school. During personal growth times in our lives, during, puberty, pre-pubescent times, and coming into adulthood times, okay? I could have let these epic moments destroy me. But I faced them, I accepted them, I let it go, and I moved forward. Because you know what? I didn't let those moments define me. So I guess that's what this is talking about. Learn from the past and let go what doesn't serve you. And remember what is important. And sometimes the bad things are important to remember to a degree, okay? But to put them in their place where they belong so that they don't become destroyers of your growth and advancement in your life towards your divine plan or purpose. I hope I'm not getting too deep, so I'll stop right there. And maybe we'll get into that later on a tutorial about throughout our life we have opportunities and chances to fix things, repair things, put things in their place. You know, if there's violence or abuse, go to counseling, get things dealt with, etc. We have opportunities, most of us in our life, to deal with things as they come along. But some people, for all kinds of reasons, don't get that chance. Don't take the opportunity to repair or fix something. So by the time you get to your divine path, your twin flame journey is beginning. You have either a whole lot to deal with, or you'll have so much to deal with. So depending on your journey prior to your twin flame awakening, if that's what we're talking about here, for those of you on a twin flame journey, then, you know, hence therein lies your struggle. And again, that's a whole nother tutorial. I think I've already gone too deep into it because, you know, we're already, too many minutes into this reading and I haven't even started, you know, the main message. But the bottom line here is learn from our past and let's not repeat history. It is time to break that cycle, that karmic cycle of repeating history so that we can learn from it and move forward now down our yellow brick road towards our divine life purpose mission, aka twin flame journey. So on that note, let's get going on the main message here from our angels and ancestors. We're gonna get some advice. And like I said, this is a new segment we're creating. Angels and ancestors advice. And got the idea when I started using these cards, and the main message is going to come from our Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. This deck is by Kyle Gray, a wonderful gentleman, intuit, psychic, just awesome guy. You should check him out if you haven't, and we're going to get some backup confirmation from the Angel Answers Oracle deck, and this is a Radleigh Valentine deck. Also another amazing intuit angel channeler. Both are great authors of decks and literature. You should check them out if you haven't heard from them before. Their information will be in the description box below, along with other information about this reading, about 1111 Butterfly Effect. So definitely check out that description box for the information you're looking for. And again, these two gentlemen have inspired this segment along with Divine. You know, Divine is, you know, it's motivating me to use these two decks together. These two gentlemen to bring in a male influence, a masculine influence or energy, as we say, for this ancestors, angels and ancestors message. Oh boy. Let's get to it. The third time is the charm, right? Thank you, my divine spirit. Thank you, angels and ancestors. Please join me at the table and offer us up some angels and ancestors advice. For those of us following our divine path, navigating down our yellow brick road, traveling along our twin flame journey. Please offer us up some angels and ancestors advice that we need to hear for this new month ahead of September 2020. Thank you, my divine spirit. Thank you, angels and ancestors. Please offer us up some advice for this new month ahead for September 2020. There we go. Cards are feeling good. Thank you, my divine spirit. Thank you, angels and ancestors. Please offer us up the advice and guidance that we need to navigate through this new month ahead, September 2020. Here we go. Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Elder card, huh? Well, that's straight from the ancestors, no doubt, huh? Move beyond ancestral patterns. Snake, shed old skin. Yes, learn from the past, right? And leave it behind. Leave it where it belongs, in the past. Wow. Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. Surround yourself with protective energy. Indeed, because you don't want the past energy dragging you down, right? Most definitely. And what's at the bottom of the deck? Isn't this awesome? Shaolin Master. Be graceful in movement and action. Patience, grasshopper. Right? Kung Fu, my father's favorite television show here in the States. Good old USA television show. Kung Fu. Oh my gosh, does that take me back to the past? Okay? Learn from the past, Shaolin Master. Yes, indeed. Patience, grasshopper. If you know that show, you know what I mean when I say that. That's wonderful. Oh, and right behind that is Autumn. Let's just roll these over here, okay? Because they're screaming to come out. Autumn, and that's coming up. This fall here is right coming up here soon. The end of September. And behind that is the hunter, the stag. Wow. Track down your fears and desires. How interesting is that? You see those... Where's that? Interesting. I must point this out to you. You see the twirls on his face here and on his arms? Okay, see the twirls? Very interesting that we're seeing this on the staghorns because the charm reading I just did was about the stag, the divine masculine, okay, and the staghorns. And these little swirls that we're looking at here, see that here and on his arm, coincidentally really resemble this artwork I drew on my little header board. How interesting is that? Okay? That's not something I normally draw either. I am an artist, more of a graphic artist and such, but that's interesting that the correlation between these two, that design and that design, and the design on the forehead, wow, are just so right on the money. That's like amazing. Amazing. Wow. Right behind that, Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. Love and let yourself be loved. We're going to drop it down there, okay? Make plans and focus so that we don't repeat history. Wow, okay, we're going to put these aside here. All right? Okay. Let's see what we got here. Move beyond ancestral patterns. Indeed, we want to learn from the past and not repeat history. You know, shed old skin. Let go of that which does not serve you anymore. And old skin certainly doesn't serve you anymore. And something that happened in the past that you're holding on to and that's hurting you, you need to let it go. If it's causing you to be bitter or to be hateful, you gotta let it go. Right? Surround yourself with protective energy. Because when you let it go, you're letting divine plan take over. You're letting the divine plan flow. And the divine plan will protect, you are protected in this divine plan, okay? So be graceful in movements and actions. And release the old and rest. By autumn, okay, track down your fears and desires, divine masculine, and this will bring forth love and to be loved, okay? Pretty much amazing here. And we notice that it looks like this Shaolin master is levitating this little ball here. And that here, this little praying mantis, you see that? Praying mantises represent, you know, longevity and good luck. Interesting, interesting, interesting. This is a very interesting reading here. The angels and ancestors are advising us to move beyond ancestral patterns. Don't repeat history. Don't make the same mistakes that your ancestors made. Okay? This is about releasing past curses, releasing past mistakes, I should say, or genetic mistakes, ancestral, you know, errors. And that goes back to tradition, you know, releasing that which no longer serves you. And in some cases, that's tradition. Especially for you twin flames, if there's things that fall outside of tradition, like age gap, different heritage, different religion, you know, same sex versus straight. I mean, so many things, okay? So, Move beyond ancestral patterns. Break those traditions that no longer serve you in today's 21st century. That are low level, low vibrating ways of thinking and living. Right? No longer serves you. Especially if you're not feeling comfortable with it or with those people. Surround yourself with protective energy. Okay, be graceful in your movements and actions. And that includes patience, grasshopper. Okay, release the old and rest. September is about releasing the old, resting, the pause before the big boom, right? August was about communication. September is about releasing the old, shedding the skin, moving beyond ancestral patterns, surrounding yourself with protection and energy, okay? Being graceful and in movement and in action. That means do no harm. Do what serves you to your highest good and the highest good of the collective. Track down your fears and desires and put them in their place. Right? Yeah, no fear, no hate, because those are low vibing energies. Let's move forward to some confirmation from the Twin Flame Connection, Twin Flame Journey Yellow Brick Road deck. This is one of my two decks. This is the Twin Flame Journey Yellow Brick Road deck. My two decks testing out about 98.9, 99.8% accurate in clarity and confirmation. So let's see how this deck and these Twin Flame Journey Oracle can clarify this angels and ancestors advice. Can we get some clarity on moving beyond ancestral patterns, learning from the past, and letting go of that doesn't serve us? Okay? Allowing this divine plan to unfold and protecting yourself as you move gracefully forward. This autumn, September 2020, tackling these last fears, reaching your heart's desires, okay? And that is to love and to be loved here. So, we're making plans, huh? Somebody making plans. Well, I'd say this is looking pretty twin flamey, huh? That's a pretty hot looking couple there, huh? Yeah. Nope. That's the one. Yeah. See? And they look. Even have the same tattoo artwork here. See? So for some of you, tattoos may be very meaningful here. See the tattoos? Their tattoos match. So they're from the same tribe. You two, you and your person, whoever you're thinking of, you and your person are from the same tribe. Look at that. That's fantastic. Make plans and focus. Keep your eyes on the prize, people. Keep your eye on the prize. There we go. Right. That's awesome. Right here in the cards. And that's the outcome. Okay? This is the outcome. Let me just put this on top. I'm going to put this right on top here. Okay? That's beautiful. Alright, a couple more air shuffles. Let's cut the deck and get some confirmation and clarity for this angels and ancestors advice about moving beyond ancestral patterns, shedding old skin, surrounding yourself with protection, okay? Being graceful in movement and your actions. Stay humble, follow the divine plan, okay? Surrender to it, release the old, and rest easy and put your faith in the divine plan, okay? Because that's what we're talking about. Wow. That's learning from the past. That's not making, the same mistake twice or again. Definitely. Alright, let's cut the deck. I'm getting excited here. Let's see. Top 3 cards. Allowing. Yes. And that's a 23. Breaks down to a 5, which is change. Shedding old skin. Okay? Allowing. Moving beyond ancestral patterns and traditions. Allowing this divine plan to unfold. Allowing this divine connection to take place. Through healing, yes. Learning from the past. That's healing. And that's an 8. Okay? An 8 is about movement, manifestation, and abundance. Healing. Shedding old skin. Releasing the old. And resting. Healing. Definite confirmation there. Completion. Yes. You allow this plan to unfold. You do the work and do the healing. Okay? You're going to complete a cycle. End some karmic lesson and move forward. Because completion is what? Leads to new beginning. 37 breaks down to a 10. That's completion. That breaks down to a 1, which is new beginning. Okay. Yep. Completion. Right? There we go. Most definitely. And then we have, on the bottom of the deck, inner child, healing. Yeah, healing's taking place. Inner child is healing. 38, that breaks down to 11, which is a master number, master messenger. So, divine masculine is bringing a message of healing and passion for the divine feminine. Wow, look at that. That is just crazy. Crazy confirmation here. Okay? Total. Crazy confirmation. Let's see if the angels can confirm this. Message from the ancestors about shedding the skin, moving forward. Okay? And moving beyond ancestral patterns, leaving those traditions on the wayside that no longer serve us in this 21st century, right? That's keeping us down on a low level and not able to achieve our healing. So we are allowing this divine plan to unfold, allowing the healing to take place so that we can end these karmic cycles, complete them, so we can have this new beginning here with this divine feminine, with you and your divine partner, okay? Healing the inner child, bringing the message, divine masculine, of passion for your divine feminine. That is just crazy wild confirmation. So let's get some final angel confirmation for this Angels and Ancestors advice message. Wow. This is just... Woo! Can't you feel it? This is some high energy here, okay? And that's just crazy confirmation here that I drew this. I drew this out and I drew this up before any cards were pulled. Okay? And I just have to point this out again, you know, that these tattoos here match the artwork that I drew on my board, and they match each other. They have the same tattoos. So Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, you do belong to the same tribe. You will recognize each other. Even if you've never met, you will recognize each other. If you have met as the old unawakened people, unascended people, you will still recognize each other now because you are from the same tribe. You belong to the same tribe. You were in the past life together. And now you're moving forward in this life towards reunion and union. If you keep it together, do the work, keep moving towards the divine plan and doing the work and healing, that's what you're going to end up with, okay? You will receive the bonus. And sacred union is the bonus. If you do the work and you do the healing, that is the bonus. Reunion and union. And I'd say, for those of you listening, if you're at this point in the journey, this is you right here. Ready to love and be loved. Yep. So let's learn from the past. Let's not repeat history anymore. Okay? Leave the old ways behind you. Shed that skin. Okay? Shed old skin. It no longer serves you. And no sense dragging it around with you because it's old skin. Let's cut the deck. There we go. 3 cards to confirm this. Angels and Ancestors advice about leaving the past behind. Moving beyond ancestral, what? Patterns. Old traditions that don't work anymore, that no longer serve us in this 21st century. Let it go. Let them go. Yes, here we go. Forgiveness. Forward movement, healing starts with forgiveness. Forgive yourself and forgive others who've hurt you so that you can move forward and move beyond ancestral patterns and shed old skin. Look for a sign. Look for your sign. They're all around you. And look, I just showed you some about this artwork here. Okay? For some of you, tattoo is a sign. Or this artwork, this swirled artwork is a sign. Okay? Look for a sign and you'll see them. Like staghorns. Okay? Carla, are you listening? Yeah. Trust in the plan. Okay? Oh, one more card. Then we trust. Recovery. Yes, rest and recovery. After you go through this healing and this awakening, okay? You go through the healing and the letting go and the doing the work, okay? You need to release the old and then rest. Pause. Every great composition of music has a pause in it. If you listen to classical music, okay, you know it has a pause. And then right after the pause, there's the dun 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 dun, okay? So the pause like prepares you for this dun 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 dun, right? Okay, we're at the pause right now, the rest and the recovery. So trust that the plan is unfolding as it should. That's straight from the angels, okay? Healing starts with forgiveness. Look for your signs. Rest and recover. And trust in the plan that this is unfolding as it should. Okay? Most definitely. Let's get one song. Let's ask for some music. Gotta have some music. Let's look for a sign. Can you give us a sign in music? My Divine Spirit and Twin Flame Journey Oracle, please. Can you give us a sign in music? Oh my goodness. There we go. Home. We are warriors. Avril Lavigne. Oh yeah. 38. That's an 11. So we have confirmation here. Where's that 11? Ay, ay, ay. Ah. 8, 11, 11. Anyway. 38. Here we go. Inner child. 38 and 38. So we have confirmation. We are warriors. Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne. Check out that song. And, you know, home is the message. I'm coming home. I think that's Bon Jovi. I'm not sure. So, trust in the plan, okay? Boy, I've made a mess of this right here, but let me tell you, learn from the past. Shed the old skin. Let the healing take place, and you will have completion. Okay? Trust in it. Trust in the plan. Alright, that's what I got for you. Thank you all so much for staying tuned. If you like what you see in here, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Help us continue to grow and move forward so that we can help you continue to navigate through your twin flame journey down your yellow brick road. Oh, we forgot the angel dice. Let's toss the dice. Yep. For one quick last minute word of advice from the angels. Here we go. 93. We read the blue one first and then the orange. 93. And that breaks down to a 12, which breaks down to a 3. Okay? Well, let's read 93 first. Then we'll close this out. Because that's the message. Your higher self requires you to extend your meditation time in order to upgrade your energy system. So, surround yourself with protective energy. Do some meditating while you rest and recover from your great healing, because trust, okay, it's happening, right? Look for your signs. I'd say there's a sign right here in the artwork. Okay, till next time, people. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope this is telling your story. So, to be continued. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye.